Thought some of y'all might like to have a drink with me on this Saturday afternoon. It's been a long week for most of us. I'm sure a lot of y'all out there, you work jobs you hate, or at least jobs that you just put up with. Some of you get to do what you love. And for that, be truly grateful. Because the vast majority of people around you don't. The vast majority of people on this planet are doing what they have to do. Just to survive. Just to put food on the table for their kids, their wives, their husbands, their parents, their grandparents a lot of the time. This country's been headed down a bad road for a very long time. Western society in general has. We're starting to see the effects of things that were set in motion before most of us were even born. The generations that started this problem, they thought of it as a long-term goal. They thought they would make the world better. The managerial class, people like your bosses, who think they know better about how to run your life than you do, just because maybe they happen to be in a position where they're supposed to be running whatever division of whatever company they're in. The managerial class, they don't get the working class. They don't understand. That's why you constantly hear politicians and big businessmen and big lawyer women, big real estate agents, all the Silicon Valley types that basically want daddy government to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to ask you to think about something. That's very important to all of us, whether we know it or not. Think about what you're doing with your life. Think about where you're headed. And where does it end? Physically, we all end up in a grave. Or an urn. But here's the thing. You're not just that pile of flesh and bones. You're not just a meat sack. You are what you leave behind. You are your legacy. You are what people remember of you when you're gone. What do you want people to remember about you? Do you want them to remember that you worked in that cubicle? Or that you worked in that factory? Or that you worked in that high-paying office, factory, managerial position? Or that you worked in that law position? Or that you worked as a doctor? But every day was just crap for you? You want people to remember that you made a real difference. Do you want people to remember your character? Do you want people to remember you were the person who stepped out and took a risk against all the odds, time after time, until it paid off. Because that's what life is. Life is a series of risks. So, are you going to take a risk and have a drink with me on a Saturday afternoon? And just sit back and relax and not answer your boss's phone calls? Or are you going to answer that call every time, even though you're off work? And are you just going to keep saying yes to people who use and abuse you? Are you just going to give up your vacation time? Give up your time to yourself? Give up your time with your family for a bunch of people who hate you at work? See, most people don't know how to say no. And that's what's gotten us here. That's what got us to where we are in Western society, and in particular in the US. At some point, we all have to learn how to say no. We all have to learn how to tell the users and abusers to piss off. Something my dad used to say: don't sweat the petty things and don't let the bastards get you down. Well, you know, I started taking that to heart at my age. I didn't really understand it when I was younger, but I think I do now. So that's the advice that I'm passing on to you today. Don't sweat the petty things. People are stupid. People say stupid things and do stupid things. Don't let them hurt you, but don't let them get to you. Don't let the bastards get you down. Don't let them convince you that you can't do anything else other than whatever job you're doing now. You can. You know you can. And you know that this crappy video showed up in your recommendations or in your homepage feed for a reason, because you needed to hear this. If you're tired of whatever you're doing right now, go find something else to do, man. Go find something else to do. Chances are, you probably already know what that something else is. You were just waiting for somebody else to tell you to go do it. You were just waiting for a little confirmation. Well, this is it.